Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. Hey, listen, got another tool here I wanted to put in front of you. If this is your first time coming to my channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe. And you're saying, oh, why do you want me to like and subscribe? I've never been there before because I'm always doing hacks in the middle of the day, at night. I'll wake up 3 in the morning and I'll put a hack out. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe button because you may get lost in some of your other daily activities. But I always just kind of put that out there, and I appreciate that. If you don't like, that's fine as well. But I always put it out there in the beginning so I don't forget at the end. So listen, I have this tool in front of me. This has got to be the strangest tool I've ever seen and the most needed. So when I say strange, it's meaning that I've never seen anything like it. I say it's strange because no matter what I try to do, I can just do it, right? No matter what it is I'm trying to put together, I can do it. Now, this tool, it's called Easyflow, as you can see it here. And if you look on the left side, it says their statement is automate everything, visualize anything. And they are not kidding. And it says it connects apps, analyze data, create automated processes and memorable KPI dashboards that work exactly how you want. It's drag and drop solution, no development skills required. Now, I think I want to challenge the last statement, and I've shared that with the actual team and the founders, because when they say no development skills required, I think you have to have some skills, not a lot. You don't have to go in and do any serious coding or anything like that, but you have to have a level of understanding and a concept to get the data out that you want. Now, what you'll see here on the left side before we go in and I show you my dashboard and walk you around is, what you see here on the left side is, this is drag and drop. It's visual. You drag modules from the left and you put them over here and you connect them almost like any other automated sequence and so on that you may see in other tools. But then you have the power of putting together these cards, these visual cards, that once you put the cards together, I'm showing you theirs because I don't have mine fully built out like this. I have a couple of cards I'll be able to let you take a look at. But these are these cards you can get, and it's funny because you could stream it to your TV. You could stream it, you can create a URL and you can share it with someone, or you can have it generate a report to you at the end of each day. And there's a lot of power in that because sometimes if you're running, you get the email, you can just pull this up and says, okay, we had 23 more signups. We had 2 more, we had an increase over visitations from last month to this month. Those types of things, you can see the numbers and you can put them in any type of grid. If you're familiar with setting up different grids and stuff like that in Microsoft Excel, you'll see those same type. It will give you Gantt charts, it gives you mountain charts, it gives you trends, and it gives you pyramids, those types of things. So those are the things you can do with it. I don't have mine fully built out. I got a couple things I've built out, but I'm just now realizing the power of this tool. And let me kind of show you some of their pre-built connectors as well. You can connect Gmail, Excel, Google Docs, Google Calendar, Google Slides, HTTP, right? YouTube, you can go into your YouTube developer. You can pull down how many subscribers, how many visits you've had, so on and so forth. So you can go in, you'd have to go into the developer studio to pull that down, right? And Google Analytics gives you a lot of things like that. So let's look at their, it says explore the connector library. Now let's look at most of the connectors that they have, because when I go in and show you my dashboard, I don't have much in there. I just kind of wanted to give you a look and feel once we go in there. And I wanted to kind of tell you the use case that I'm using it for. So again, we talked about most of these already. It has Gravity Forms, Ninja Forms, Notion, Amazon, webhooks, right? SMT. So you can connect the SMT, you can connect the webhooks, Amazon, WooCommerce, Zoho Bookings, so on and so forth, right? Zoho Desk. It has a lot. These are built in, which they've built themselves. You can do a mapper. These are all the ones they built. You can do general functions, database, arrays, conditional statements. That's why I say if you know some of these or know the basics of them, this tool is very, very, very powerful. All right, and so yeah, so that's what we have here. WordPress, Agile CRM, Array, Asana, Beamer, Big Marker, Blogger, BotStar, that's another story. And so on and so forth. So you have a lot here. ClickUp, Crisp, Demio for webinars, DocuSign, right? EverSign, so on and so forth. You can do a lot with this tool. You have to be able to get around, and they're very good at helping you. Just in case you want to do something, they'll hop on with you and say, hey, here's all you need to do. So let's go and look inside and see what's going on with this masterpiece. All right, what happens is when you get inside, you're going to have a connector screen. Now, the connector screen, this is where you kind of set up all your initial connections. So all those tools that I showed you earlier, right, your Google Analytics and all those, you can actually, this is where you're going to do all the connecting at. And I'm going to show you just one of the connectors and how they work. I'm not going to get into the details of, these are some private connections that I've set up. You know, they'll show the key and all that. I don't want to do that. I kind of want to walk you through and let you see what it looks like to do a connection. So what you can do is you can do your connections first. You can say, hey, let me see what tools I want to use, right? And if the tool is available there, you can do your connection and have your connection in place first before you start trying to do your automation and your workflows. So let me kind of show you what it looks like to put a connection together. And again, this is one I did with InCharge, which is an outbound marketing tool, at Google Analytics, Entrepreneur, which is a CRM tool that I use. Very powerful. You can do a lot of stuff with that. I may even put a link in there for that because I want people to, a lot of people don't know about them, but they are hidden secrets. So I'll put a 14-day trial link in there as well for that. And then of course everybody knows Google Sheets. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to try to connect to one service, and I want you to see what it looks like when we do that. When you when you want to connect to a new service, you have to click, actually you can click at the bottom or you can click here. So what you do here is this comes up and it says, hey, what do you want to do? Which one of the following do you want to do? He says, hey, you know what? I want to connect to a new service. Now they have one below, but I just wanted to click here just so you can see what comes up in the screen. So this is what actually comes up. You have to go with what you think you're going to be using. If it's accounting software, you're going to find it there. If it's, let's look at some of the accounting software they have here. So these are, you got your QuickBooks, right? You got some of these other ones here, FreshBooks, and so on and so forth. Invoice, right? And then you got your analytics tools here, Segment, Happier Leads, AppBot, so on and so forth. You got your calendars here, just about have everything here. Acuity Scheduling, Zoho Bookings, Calendly, Google Calendar, right? And you got some of your call and your SMS functions, right? They got your Telegram, Ring Central, Phone Wagon. What else? You got a couple more here. You got your Twilios here, obviously. And so those are a lot of the ones that they have. They have a ton. I'm telling you, you can connect. If you can think about it, you can pretty much connect it, and you have to visualize it first. And that's kind of what they were telling me. It says if you can visualize it, we can make it connect and we can put it together. Now, one of the things I want to share with you is through our discussion, we were talking about you won't see a Zapier connection here. Can you connect to Pabbly and all those? Yeah, I mean, we can use webhooks. We can do a lot of different things, but that's not what this tool is going to be for. This tool is going to be to connect and move data around, definitely through the API on the back end, right? I think they even have a live webinar, which is one that I use as well. So they got about 6 or 7 tools in here already that I can utilize that I just connect up with. So let's take a look at the rest of the, let's take a look at the rest of the walkthrough. Okay, so now we've clicked on automate. So we went from connect, now we're down here to automate. And these are the workflows that I've put together. If I'm not mistaken, they have unlimited workflows that you can put together. I think you're only limited in the amount of, volume that you're putting through and the amount of cards that you can actually use. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. It's not as important, but I just wanted to kind of show you what's going on. So what you have is, these are the workflows that I put together. This is a form stack to Entreport that I put together as a test. This is a query to Entreport. Query is a software that they have. You can collect surveys and so on. Query to Entreport and to VBout, right? If you follow me, you know I'm following these tools. These are some other lifetime deal tools that I've all put together. And this is one that I'm able to pull information from VBout into Entreport using an Excel sheet. Well, not an Excel sheet, but a Google sheet. And then here's one that I did. This is a VBout. I'll probably look at this one. VBout Connect. Which one do I look at? Let me see which one we're going to look at here. This is VBout to Entreport, and so on and so forth. This is the one I think we'll look at right here. And what you do is you do that, then you click on rename or organize, activity stream. You can look at it and see how it's doing, how the logs, you can check the logs. And then, or you can go into the designer. Let's take a look at the designer. Let's do the designer breakout here. Okay, so what you're going to see here is, I changed it up, so I need to rechange the name. But what I did here, this is a webhook that I'm pulling in from Formaloo. Formaloo is actually a form builder. I love that tool because it has an open API on the back end. This tool is going to play nicely with a lot of things that have open APIs, because all you need is a JSON. Put some JSON code in there, and then you'll be able to connect up anything you want to connect up. So this is a webhook that I did. This webhook comes from Formaloo. I have a form. It's just a first name, last name, phone number, and you hit submit, and as a test. So I send that webhook, and it comes here. And what this is their built-in, all their built-in services. And so what I did was I used a mapper, and what a mapper does is it kind of parses the data from here to there, because they're not going to be a direct connect. So I want it to look like it can be accepted here, because Entreport is connected. I am directly into their API on the back end, right? But because Formaloo doesn't connect into Entreport, I can use this tool to parse it and make the data match up correctly, and then pull it into there. I then could either, I could take the same data that comes in from, Formaloo, and I can send that same data over into InCharge, which is an outbound marketing tool. So this is my database and my CRM, full CRM, date of birth, notes, special notes, anniversaries, banking information, credit card information, all that stuff is here in my main CRM. But I have an outbound CRM. This is the reason why I really need a tool like this, because I have a main CRM, which is Entreport, and I have 2 marketing CRMs, which is InCharge and VBout, right? And so then what happens is, I'm just going to pull it in here. I'm going to add a delay here. Let's see how long the delay is. The delay is wait 1 minute, and then pass that same information back over here to InCharge. Once it goes in InCharge, it'll get picked up in InCharge, and it will go down a mailing flow, or it'll take the customer down its own journey. Now, I could take them down a journey here, but if I choose to take them down here, down a journey, there's a lot more flexibility and some other tools I can pick up along the way. So that's basically what this tool is for. I'm staying on the surface right now. Just staying on the surface right now, but I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys some master hacks. I wanna show you one other thing that this tool does. So we got that, we got the connectors. We can do all the connections, pull all those in from beforehand. We can automate them. Now we can visualize them. So let's do a visualization. This is a test that I did, and I just wanted to see how the visualization worked out. So let's just do a quick on that. This is a VBOUT Google display. That's what we named it. So let's see what we got here. So now what's going on here is I just pulled in some random analysis that I pulled in here. This is the number of users. I was running a test. So I pulled some new users in from VBOUT and I pulled them over here. Once they sign up to a list, I pulled them over here, displayed them here. Then this is just another test that I did against Google Analysis off one of my other websites. I think I got like 6 or 7 websites. I pulled this one in. And then this is the same 14 VBOUT users that I pulled in. I want to display them here in a demographic. The users I put in here, what I actually did was I put them in different counties just to see the power of what these counties could give you and the numbers and the breakouts that they can give you from here as well. So this is a visual card that you could do. You can add more cards. Easy it is to add a new card. I'm gonna keep it on the surface. I don't want to get too detailed here, but you just add a new card there, or you can do a new dashboard header, create a new card, or add an existing card. It's just that easy. When you create a new card, this is kind of how it looks, right? You come here, pulls it up, and then you just pick your data source, whatever data you want to pull from, it will pull that data. These are all connected. These are non-connected. These are the data sources that I have connected already. Pull those in, you visualize them. You can change the display, change the colors, so on and so forth. That's pretty much it. You can actually share it. You can share it, send now. You can send that via email. You can do a permalink. You can schedule as a report that comes to you, right? You can set up the report. Hey, come to me once daily. Come to me every 5 minutes. You know, so on and so forth. So that's what you can do here. You can stream to TV. That is this tool in a nutshell. The power in what this tool can do is you can asynchronize information. If information changes in VBOUT that I don't want to show up in Entreport, I want both information to stay the same, then it can basically do that. You can't do that in any other tool. You can't do that in Pabbly, and you can't do that in Zapier or any of those other tools. They're not designed to do that. They're designed to pull and go one way. This is an actual tool that you can go asynchronous and go both ways at the same time to 2 different data sources. So there's a lot of power in this tool. It's a small learning curve. I don't think it's, but I think for what it gives you on the other side, I just don't think that it's going to take you that long to get up and running. It didn't take me that long to get up and running, but I just wanted to share with you. This has been a long video, but I wanted to see if you knew about this tool. It's called Easyflow. I'll put a link below just in case you want to explore it a little bit more. Take it out for a test drive. Please reach out to their customer service. They will definitely help you out. They helped me out a lot. Oh, I meant to tell you, yeah, you can change the cards around, right? So I'm gonna put this card here, right? I'm gonna take this card, put it here. Actually, I just wanted to show this to you so you can see that card there. And let's make this card bigger, because when everything comes in, I want my report to look nice when it comes in, and then I can apply the changes here. So just wanted to show you what takes place, and this is a powerful, packed tool. This is a lot of tool, a lot of power. If you can think about it, if it has an open API, if you want to connect the data, you want to pull the data out, and you don't see any other tool has any other way to connect it, this tool is going to be that tool. It's kind of a missing piece, kind of a traffic cop, can kind of put things together. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, share with someone else. All right, you guys take care. Be safe out there. Goodbye for now.